Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you're never leaving my face. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. No, you're a mind reader. Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my veins. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. Yeah, you're a mind reader. Mind reader.
What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Let me know if y'all can. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because I can't see the microphone moving on the screen. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm good? You can hear me? All right. I can't see the microphone moving, so if I cut out, let me know. What's good, Fakest Michael? Real News? Linda, Angel Z, what's good? Shout out to everybody. Well, I'm a little late. Sorry about that, guys. I was talking to somebody for a while about some things locally. Actually, it was a good conversation. But yeah, I actually had a lot of fire, but he kind of toned me down a little bit. So I was coming swinging the sword, but I think I put the sword back in its holster for now. Talk about politics. Call out the politics. And reason why there's the ticks on it is like a. I mean, that's really what it was. The whole stream was about any goddamn way, was this political crap, man. It's bad, you know. I've been, it's like 2020 to 2024 all over again, but it's the other side. So it's simply unbelievable, you know. It's truly unbelievable. You know what? I'm gonna refresh this real quick so I can see the mic moving because I don't want to be talking and not knowing. So I'm gonna refresh this so everybody hold tight. All right, now I can see it moving. Let me know if I'm back. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. The political party is to force their ideology. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. They need politics. They need it. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Thumbs up, anything. Quick, quick. They need it. All right, thank you. They need the politics because the politics lets them get their objective because they make it a perception of two sides. All right, when it's only one side. We know it's one side, but those people on that spectrum believe that it's two sides. How do we? You got to think about it. Like, think what's good, Mexican. Shout out to Angel C. Um, think about it. How can I mean? We were once, kind of brainwashed too. You know, I mean, politics really wasn't that heavy. I mean, social media let them go overboard to brainwash everybody. You know, which the internet is way worse than the television ever could have been. All right, but the politics. Uh, Damn, I just lost my train of thought. The politics. All right, is their tool to keep people believing there's two sides. So the people will gravitate towards one side. All right, while the other one will gravitate towards one side, and then those two sides will be basically going back and forth the entire time, not realizing it's the only one government that's doing it all. And that's how they're able to get it done. All right. It's simply because the belief in two parties. God forbid the people say, no, fuck that, man. We gonna hold all y'all accountable. Y'all the government. All right. It's not governments with an S on the end. It's the government. So if y'all motherfuckers can't get it together, then we got problems. That's how it should be. I was telling somebody the other day, earlier today, I was like, in other countries, when the people mad at the government, they don't give a fuck. All right. They don't care. The whole government gotta go. They're like, no, it's the government. They're not playing. It's the government. See here, the people fight amongst each other. And then the government just continues their objectives. You know? Like there's a storm outside, raining hard, we all getting poured on and they're under an umbrella. They're good. They don't realize the they're laughing while we outside with no umbrella. They don't, and we don't realize they got an umbrella. We're just watching them all nice and dry, smiling, cheering, just chilling while we're getting soaking wet. And we're standing looking at each other, blaming each other. Why it's raining outside? Why we getting wet? You know? But you got a raincoat on, so you got a hat on. You got rubber boots on, so you got rubber shoes on, so you can swim. I can't. That's what we're doing. Well, they sitting under a damn umbrella, chilling, dry, high and dry. It's crazy, man. And now they got, conservatives. I'm not a Republican. I'm a conservative. Man, get your dumb ass out of here. Liberal. I'm a Democrat. Liberal, Democrat. Man, get your ass out of here. You know. It's mind-boggling, man. And now it's going on hyperdrive yet again, but with the with the righties. You know, I got some righties, conservatives they duck and dodge me now. You know, because they know everything I said is true indeed and correct. And they also know they done jumped on the ideologies because I'm like, I haven't seen this person in a while, and I'll go check out what they've been talking about. Oh, and sure enough, they're talking about the same shit that draw them in with their emotions and feelings. Right? They got that 33rd, energy in them that they put out. You know, so somebody was like, "Oh, I was like, really, you had a lot of stuff to say, and I was listening to it, but I went back and I looked what you wrote about Charlie, and I'm just appalled. You need to go just cuss me out. What all this?" I'm like, "Wait a minute, wait, what? Oh my God, I didn't even say anything. I'm just telling y'all what I see. Like what? You don't understand that Christians are under attack right now. Like, oh my God, where? You know, where? Where they under attack at? You talking about the thing that's connected to the thing that is connected to the other thing? You know, it took me 2 minutes to see that the thing is connected to the other thing. The church shooting, or the whatever the hell they said happened. The guy bulldozed the shit, drove through, boom. I guess lit it on fire, then shot. I mean, come on. Come on, people. The guy's name, Sanford, right? As Ford right in Michigan. I mean, come on. We can't be this stupid. You know, could it be real? It doesn't matter what it is. We just know what they do. Using the same names, Sanford. Oh, really? You got Ford in the name. Okay. Makes sense. You know, Christians, the church. Oh, they're under attack. Oh, then the Mormon, whatever the hell it is, that is some connected to the Mormons and shit. Like seriously, now we're gonna have a manifesto come out. If it didn't already, I ain't been paying attention to it really. And there's Space Troll. Bet you I'm gonna read his first comment. Guaranteed it's all the way out of fucking left field somewhere. Those soul who knew give hope. If you speak and give people death, the Creator can give that too. I can take down my counterfeit spirit. They think they have power. Okay. My ex rated, my ex ranted earlier about how conspiracy channels no different than the news now. Yeah. Yep. Because the news is conspiracy now. I mean, literally. It's crazy. Like we're in one giant, huge conspiracy theory from the Epstein stuff to I mean everything in between. It's all a conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy. And this Charlie Kirk thing. I mean, they're deliberately just all this stuff is just all deliberate, man. It's all deliberate. It's just it's wild, man, and it's crazy. And you got the UK. They're talking about digital ID. Like, can you believe it? They just came out and said, you know, if y'all don't even hear it, they just came. I mean, let me play it. I played the audio. Hold on, let me see if I can find the audio. I'm gonna play the audio. Just listen to this rhetoric. They just come out and tell their people they ain't got no firearms. They don't care. That's what happened when you ain't got no guns. Your government just turn on the TV. They tell you, look, bitch, we're doing digital ID by the time we get out of office, whether you like it or not. You know, and they try to hide the fact that they use that same immigration shit on them as they used on us. Like, I mean, this shit couldn't be more obvious. Like, seriously, people can't see that. And I try to tell that to these Republicans and these conservatives and shit, and they don't care. Them people are gone, man. And it's funny, like I told you earlier in the year, I go dancing around in the Democrat liberal fucking eras. These motherfuckers done got smart all of a sudden. They all of a sudden know law. They know the law. They know everything that's going on. It's literally they switched, because that's how the conservative Republicans were. They knew everything about the Constitution, this, that, and that third. They would drop. Now they're doing all the irrational, stupid shit that makes no fucking sense. And now the liberal Democrats are like dropping the jewels. Now this shit is just simply mind-boggling. Okay, it's just simply mind-boggling. All right, let's see where. Let's see if I can play this real quick. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here we go, right here. Listen.
What we're seeing today
Oh no, this is.
is what
That's.
I call
What a fucking clear.
turnkey totalitarianism.
Hold on.
They are putting in place all of these technological mechanisms for control we've never seen before. It's been the ambition
No,
of
that.
every totalitarian state in the beginning of mankind to control every aspect of being able to do it. We'll be able to look at every square inch of the planet 24 hours a day. Digital currency that will allow them to
Damn, I
punish
can't
us
listen
from
to
a
this fucker
distance
talk.
and cut off our food supply. Every right that you have is transformed into a privilege contingent upon your obedience to arbitrary government dictates.
Well, I don't know where the hell the video went.
Defamation by the
I don't know why I can't find the video now. I literally was just watching the shit. Hold on one second. Okay, right here. Check this out.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes.
And comedian and commentator Russell Brand.
So, do y'all hear that? Like, they just came out and just said it. Like, you can't work unless you got digital ID. Like, what? And they dropped some jewels on. I mean, they're dropping. This is why this is just a big, giant conspiracy theory, because you heard what RFK was saying. And they want to watch every move that we make. And that. No, motherfucker, y'all not going to do it. You're going to have AI infrastructure do it. So y'all can say, it's not us. Ain't us. We're going to set the perimeter, but it ain't us doing it. It's just what's right. It's just right for humanity. You ain't going to be able to log on shit. This is what I told. Here, let me. But listen to this, though. Watch how Russell Brand drops the jewels. That's how you know this is some kind of. This is whatever is going on is 10 times what we could even fucking imagine. Because when you first hear this, you're like, oh, look at them, they're gonna do digital ID. But no, man, they're playing a game for something totally different, because they know people don't want to do the digital ID and all the other shit. But other countries already got it, all this shit already going on, and they're doing it fine. But remember, those countries are already in control. There's nothing you got to change. You know, over here you got freedoms, you got liberties, you got, just like a psychopath said, Americans got too much freedoms, too much liberty. You know, look at how dangerous America is. Look, they don't know how to act. They kill each other. There's too many guns, too much gun violence. So we already know what the intended target is. You know, it's as simple as whatever. And then you got the UK, those people over there, you know, where all these crown countries, this is their wet dream. And people with this I told y'all a while ago, this whole new world order mentality. No, it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be one world government's going to run it everything. It's not about to go down like that, guy. Got to look at what is happening in the world. All right. Everybody's not on the same page. Okay. Everybody's not in the same space. You could look at other countries. They're not even ready. There's places that's nowhere even ready for what the fuck these people talking about. Like they're so far behind. You know. I mean, even the United States is far behind. All right. In infrastructure, technology, all this shit. All right. The shit that they're talking about is right in your hand already. Okay. It's your device. That's your digital ID. We already got the digital ID and don't even know it. We already got it. Because if you look what other countries are doing, that's the shit they're using. Their goddamn device. Your phone, your cellular, your smartphone, your dumb phone, or like my brother Truth Virus like to say, your trusty tracking device, right, is already your digital ID. They got everything on it already. I mean, this shit got so much shit. They got shit we don't even understand yet on here. You know? The shit can sense your field. Like, it has so much. I'm thinking like these motherfuckers at this point to send a goddamn virus through your phone and you get sick. Send some frequency code through your phone and that shit, put something out in your frequency of your body, and next thing you know, you got, an earache or runny nose or some shit. Who knows, man? These people psychopaths. Don't sleep on these people. And I ain't giving them too much power, but these devices are powerful, and this is already our digital ID. Look at already how they control people. All right, let's keep listening to this real quick.
Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes.
And comedian and commentator Russell Brand also sent out a stark warning, saying the digital ID is the only beginning of the removal of individual rights.
Imagine what they'll do is they'll introduce this digital ID and they're like, yeah, it's going to be good for migration, it's going to be helpful, convenient, it's going to be convenient and safe. Then there'll be some sort of crisis like a pandemic or a war or whatever. They go, right, unless you've got the digital ID card, you can't access these resources or attend these facilities or whatever it'll be. And then it would never go back to normal. Same as it never quite went back to normal after 9/11, never quite went back to normal after COVID, never quite went back to normal after 2008. They slowly escalate the tensions, legitimize the authority until you don't notice that you're not free anymore. You're not free. You're not able to be who you really are. Indeed, one might even argue that identity politics is just an extraordinary pageant around freedom. I want to be something different. This isn't who I am. You better believe that ain't who you are. You were made to love God, and you're being used to serve Satan.
What if I told you your phone is about to become your ID, whether you like it or not? Well, it's all part.
Okay. Now you hear Russell Brand? What does he sound like? He sounds like one of us. He sounds like a truther, right? Russell Brand sounds like a truther. We know he's controlled, right? So what the fuck kind of game these people playing? They're gonna tell you, because if nobody ever heard this mother effer before, hear that like, damn, wow, I never even thought of that, honey. Did you hear what this guy just said? What's his name? Oh, Russell, whatever he is. Did you hear what he just said, honey, about the digital ID? That makes sense. Boom. So why would they have somebody out like, and he's talking about God? Oh, we're Christians. We love God, right? Boom. Now, wait, you mean to tell me they're letting people wake up, or are they controlling someone, right? They're telling you over here that you're going to have some digital ID, motherfucker. But they've been propagating, right? And we've been propagating this shit before it was mainstream, right? That, they're going to use that shit, which, of course, what else would it be for? It ain't for nothing else but for the exact same shit that they're telling you, right? Think about that, man. Think about how crazy that is. And again, about your smartphone, shit, that's already your digital ID. You know? But listen to this, listen to this shit, man.
Of a controversial government plan to try and discourage illegal migrants.
Spell that out.
You heard that?
You will not be able to work in
It or not. Well, it's all part of a controversial.
You were made to love God, and you're being
Listen
used
to
to
this
serve
shit.
Satan.
What if I told you your phone is about to become your ID, whether you like it or not? Well, it's all part of a controversial government plan to try and discourage illegal migrants.
spell that out. You will not be able to work.
What did she just say? Discourage illegal migrants. Why is there a illegal? It's been going on over there, right? Why is it going on over there and over here? Why? It ain't no Mexican, it ain't no South Americans, Mexicans, and all that shit going over in the UK and all that. What the hell? Why is it happening in both places? People are just magically, I want to go to America. I want to go to the UK. What's really going on, right? Why are they having the same crisis we have? Why are they screaming the same rhetoric we're having, right? Those crown corporations. That's crazy, right?
In the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
Well, the government says digital ID will be compulsory for everyone in the UK, but you won't actually have to use it, to carry it, or show it to anyone unless you're applying for a job. The ID will be held on your phone, like the NHS app or a bank card, and it'll include your name, date of birth, nationality or residency status, and a photo, and possibly your address as well. By the end of 2029, you'll have to show it to your employer to prove you have the right to work in the UK, or they could be prosecuted. The government says it'll also make life easier when applying for services like driving licenses, childcare, or benefits. All European countries have ID cards. Some of them, like Estonia, have digital ones too.
We're developing.
See that? Crazy, right? I mean, they're just telling you, right? Your phone. Now, there's some amazing ass technology on your phone. Like, it's pretty crazy. But you see, your phone, we already hold the digital ID and don't even know it. All they got to do is say, look, from now on, you got to have this to go in your phone. I mean, look at all the shit that the phones have now, the password, this, you can take so much shit, Like something that blew my mind was I had to get something notarized, right? And then it was just this thing I clicked on and said, you can notarize from your device. Man, I could not believe this shit. You could literally notarize from your device. Notarize something from your device. Literally. I clicked on it. It was like, okay, take a picture of your front of your ID, the back of your ID. Boom, okay, I did that. Then I push enter. Then it directed me to another thing that says click this for a live notary. I clicked it, boom. And I think, okay, locating a notary. And then all of a sudden, a notary popped up live and direct, a real fucking person, no AI, a real fucking person. It was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this is crazy. She's like, yeah, it's wonderful. And I'm like, okay. Oh, she was like, well, okay, I'm looking at your ID. Okay, put your face in the camera in the silhouette. Boom. I'm like, yo. And then then a little blurb pops up to sign it, like on your phone, and you sign it, and they say it's officially notarized, and that's it. Boom. Then they email it to you. I'm like, yo, what the freak? Like, how crazy is that? I mean, that shit's amazing. But it goes to show you that, and then look at all the stuff you got to do for banks or like whatever the hell else. Like, I mean, it's already, all they got to do is say, look, this is what it's got to be, and boom, you locked out. They could have it to where you can't even get on your device through your provider without your digital ID, man. That's where they want all this stuff, man. They want it all just like that, where your device is literally, when you log on, boom, it's with your digital ID. So everything you do is you. It's your ID. And I already told y'all, they already have your own personal agent, right? They're gonna make it sound all good. Your task agent, your little agent, they already have this shit out. Your little helper that could do all your tasks, AI is wonderful. Until they turn that motherfucker into a agent for the state that watches everything you do on your device. That they already got that. That is one of their go-tos, is having a AI agent, like monitoring your shit. Like literally. That's where this shit is going. Website blocked. You can't log in here. You can't log in there. Need your digital ID for here. Digital ID for there. Everybody think that's a bad thing. Guys, I would do jumping jacks for that shit. Why? Because guess what? That means we as a people should be way ahead of this shit and saying when they do this, we all get the fuck offline. Simple. But I know it ain't gonna happen. It's 100% impossible that people will do that. But that would be what would be nice. Think about it. They do digital ID. Fuck it. Let's toss the phone away. We're done with the cell phone. If it's enough people that say, you know what, we're done with the cell phone. We don't want this. We want it back like it used to be. Get off the fucking internet. You know? Get off the internet. Be social again. Get out. Turn the fucking device off. We're done. Won't ever happen. It's too late. People are addicted to these fucking things. I would love for it to say, digital, you can't get on the internet. I ain't getting on the internet. Bye. But it's like they just said, that you can't work unless you got the digital ID. Now they come out straight with you can't work, bitch. How about that? That's what they just said. Well, how can we get on the digital ID? We're just gonna come out and tell them they can't work. Oh shit. They didn't even say like, oh, they didn't do like the United States. You need real ID or you can't get on the airplane, but you still can get on the airplane. We're not gonna tell you can still get on the airplane, but you can still get on the airplane. Just get the real ID. They're not gonna tell you that. They just came out straight, bitch, you can't work. What? By the time this parliament is over 2029, well, that's only in like what? It's 4.5 years? No, 3.5 years. Just in time for, 2030. Think about that shit. I would do anything to watch it. Exact. The TV ain't even bad no more. Like, we can't even play the TV like that. This internet and these devices are way more. I mean, the TV don't even compare to the programming that these devices do. I mean, they still, the news propagate, yeah. But I'm talking about the shit that these devices do, suggesting that people's thoughts and, imagine it opening your phone and everything that you're ramming against is always in your fucking phone. You know, they could shape people's opinions real easy. Yeah. These devices, when people say I don't watch TV, I say, man, you're worse than you're one of those. You're worse. Those days of saying I don't watch TV is long. You gotta if you don't add and I don't have a device. Okay, now we can talk. I still got a device or whatever. I still got TV, but I got both of the motherfuckers, but they don't control and program me. I'm talking about like the regular, not the regular, because there's some people that are I don't watch TV. I just watch my favorite truther. I say, oh shit, you're even farther gone. I can't talk to you. You know, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. But We're literally watching a change, fast change in demographic of people real fast. These conservative Republicans, it's amazing, man. They used to have some kind of hope of waking up. Whoa! When they pulled that same 33rd demon out, it's over for them people. There's no hope, and they're gonna radicalize the shit out of them, man. They got 3.5 years. Look what they did to the. Look what they did to the left in that little bit of time. They're about to do the same thing to the right, and they're gonna be the same lunacy. They'll be the same lunatics. You know, it's crazy. They have everybody fighting each other. It's kind of sad, man, because we're supposed to be coming together. I mean, it's not even obvious to people that, look, don't you see they got us fighting against each other for no reason? You know, I mean, you literally got ICE in Chicago and ICE in Portland. Like, did you see that? Shout out to my brother Wise. He put a video out. ICE was in Chicago, downtown Chicago, walking through the streets. That isn't ICE, for one, okay? Because ICE don't walk through the streets and parade around like that. That is a show of something else, guys. Now, people don't know, ICE is actually under HSI, Homeland Security, and all they have to do is put in some kind of declaration, emergency order, and ICE turns into HSI, which now could go after U.S. citizens. Remember that real ID, federal purposes, because it's going to come into play, and then you can be like, that's what Wright was talking about. That's what the hell he was talking about. I see it now. That real ID. So anyways, you had the military, right? ICE agents walking through downtown Chicago. All right. I don't know where they are now, whatever. Why ain't they walking through the hood? Why aren't they going to tackle crime like they're supposed to? Why are they walking through fucking downtown? Ain't no illegals downtown. ICE don't roll like that. ICE roll covertly, masked up, and jump outs. That's what ICE does. They don't parade around like a bunch of soldiers. That's for you. That's for the citizens to see and get used to. And say, yeah, ICE, ICE, baby. ICE, ICE, baby. Yeah, but when that ice melts and you realize that it was HSI that you've been bitching and complaining about since 9/11 on all the Homeland Security and, all the shit that they're doing, and it's not constitutional. It's not a constitutional agency. It operates under a different framework, all right? People are cheering for a federalized wing of something that isn't even a part of the damn government. People don't understand this shit. People are clapping for, ICE is getting rid of getting rid of who? ICE ain't over there in the fucking UK. What are they doing over there? It ain't fucking ICE. It ain't about migrants. I don't know how hard this could even be, man. It's crazy to see the same people that were, Homeland Security, and I got to take off my shoes, and they got the TSA and the NSA and the FBI and the CIA, and goddamn, so many goddamn alphabet soups, you don't even know. But they're like, ICE is getting the immigrants. Yeah, they're getting the people off the roofs. They're not getting people in the trenches selling the dope. They're snatching people off of roofs, man. It's crazy, man. And it's the thing. It's common sense shit. They're like, well, like the Trumpers come out and they're like, oh, if they're, there's a difference if they're committing crimes or, they're here, trying to work and make a better life for themselves. There's a difference. What in the fuck? Why do you gotta, they literally gotta tell you common sense. Like, this shit is common sense. Just like the Charlie Kirk. They're saying, what do you feel about Charlie Kirk? Like, what? I don't get a tell. Common sense. As the shit's fucked up. It's just common sense, but you got to come out here and reiterate common sense. That's how you know we're in a bad situation. When you gotta explain common sense to a motherfucker. Like, when a bitch commit crimes, they gotta go. You know, I'm waiting for the motherfucking ICE to go pick up them YNs all over the fucking place. That's what I'm waiting on. Get them YNs off the fucking street. All right, because them little motherfuckers is terrorists, if you ask me. Swoop these motherfuckers all up because they're actually committing crimes and terrorizing the goddamn cities. Shit, get them motherfuckers out of here. I don't give a fuck if they're 10. They ain't got no business doing. They know right from wrong. All right, lock them motherfuckers up. I don't give a goddamn. Lock them up and give them adult fucking treatment. You need to bring ass beatings back, all that shit. Get real men with real beards, real masculine. Sit these little motherfuckers down and whoop that ass. I bet you they come out that bitch and never want to go back in there again. All right? Send them home to mommy and daddy. That's the shit that I'm on. Fucking y'all clapping and cheering. Yay, ICE, get the message. The Mexicans ain't fucking up your goddamn cities. The Mexicans ain't killing people. The Mexicans ain't running cars into fucking people, killing them. And just fucking up society. They ain't going in and making malls to where they fucking want to shut down and go out of business. They ain't terrorizing the stores and stealing everything out of the fucking stores. And then it's a damn city. Bitch, I go to a Republican city, the fucking store's empty too. They're letting these motherfuckers in and out too. They don't steal if they're not. I mean, it's what the fuck? If there's a theft problem in New York and a theft problem in Florida, it's the same shit going on. They're just giving you the different perception. That's wrong. Most people sit behind a computer and don't do shit. Don't go nowhere. Just be on the internet all day and complaining. If I want to know something, I go find the fuck out. All right? We're gonna move to Texas or Florida. I've been to both the motherfuckers and seen the same shit, if not fucking worse, because it's warm all fucking year long. At least when it's cold up here, these motherfuckers find some other shit to do during the winter. They hibernate. YN means young niggas. Get them young niggas the fuck up out of here with this dumb shit. You know? Can't even drive down some streets. And I ain't gonna say nothing because then I got my whole life got to get uprooted because you done killed one of these motherfuckers. Then you got to kill 30 of them bitches before they try to kill you. You know? And if you hit one of them, shit, they don't give a fuck if they was doing wrong. Them motherfuckers do 100 miles an hour down the street and they kill somebody, right? Or they get killed in the accident and they hit you. They gonna come after your ass, and they were in the wrong. That's the type of mentality these motherfuckers got. Pack them bitches up in MRAPs and get them the fuck out of here. You want to deport? I don't give a fuck. Take them bitches to Alcatraz, Gator Trash, Sharkatraz, whatever the trash you want to take them. Get them fuckers out of here, man. It'll be a better place, trust me. These motherfuckers worried about these motherfuckers is worried about some damn fucking counter height roof workers. Ain't harming a fucking fly. They ain't even built to harm anybody unless you give them a gun. It's always some bad apples, but if you count the bad apples, then they want to talk about, they're kidnapping migrants, kidnapping fucking kids. Do you realize the United States is the only fucking nation on earth that is not one of the UN UNICEF members, okay, with children rights? Why is that? Because they're the number one fucking child trafficker on the fucking planet. And you want to talk about, oh, one Mexican, one illegal immigrant, they're stealing children. These motherfuckers are stealing children every fucking day through CPS, CVS, Walgreens, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They doing that shit every fucking day. Every day. Every single day. And these motherfuckers, I can't believe the. I'm like, wait a minute. Why don't you tell ICE to go up in the motherfucking family court system and get these corrupt ass child traffickers out of there? Deliberately look for children they could actually fucking steal and put them in foster care, CPS care, so they could draw money, get the bag, get the bank, put the parents through all the programs, get all the money. These motherfuckers are stealing kids every fucking day. I mean, seriously. This shit is mind-boggling to me, man. Crazy, man. It just blows my mind. Like I said, hey, them motherfuckers, they turn on the propaganda, fake news. I'll probably think it's fake if they going in the hoods and rounding up the YNs. If they clean, I'm like, look at this shit right here. Like, that shit, okay. All right. Yeah, all right. I'm with that. Come on, roll through Rochester, get these motherfuckers up out of here. Go ahead. I'm up and let's get them motherfuckers. Look. Pull it over his car. Yeah. Listen, we don't give a fuck about. You ain't got plates. I don't give a fuck. We're looking for them YNs doing shit. Oh shit, really? Yeah. Have a nice day. Boom. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Hey, bring it on. But they're not doing that, guys. They ain't trying to make the shit better. They want control, total control. They gonna come get the young niggas, right? The YNs. They're gonna come get the ONs, the old ends. They're gonna come get the L. They're gonna come get anybody that's not aligned with whatever the fuck they. And it ain't gonna be ICE. It's gonna be all these other organizations, right? The mental health. They're gonna use mental health as one of their biggest proponents that we ain't even gonna even fathom what they're trying to do with the mental health, guys. They're trying to do, okay, with the mental health, like family court. They already got it ready to go. Like, they're gonna run, you gotta read some of these bills. It's exactly like family court. All right. And it's all has to do with they're gonna lump that shit. Mental health is everything. Oh, you think this way? No. You need to go to mental health. You're gonna go to mental health court. Whatever they're gonna call it. Oh, you think that government is bad? Why is that? We need to just sit down and come talk to somebody because, you might pull off, the greatest, we all remember what happened in 2026 when there was a scenario, 2026 when there was that big, huge domestic terror attack on, 7/11 or whatever the fuck date they try to choose, where 50,000 Americans were killed by domestic terrorists believing online conspiracies. We can never let this happen again. So you can't never have these thoughts. You're going to now have to report every day, and then they'll be, this is the shit that they're good. That's what they're going to do to get all these shits popping and rolling. Because it's going to be so devastating. No one's ever going to want to do that shit. It's going to be like the pandemic times 1,000. We ain't going to be able to go no fucking where. Restricted. And they're going to be like, yeah, okay, you better comply. I need to go to my games. I need to go get McDonald's. I got to get away from my wife and my kids. I can't. You got to comply. Yeah. When I told y'all, they going to pull everything out the hat to draw you out, to get you involved. Think about it.
I'm offline, so I can't do that. In the meantime,
ain't nobody talking to you. So what would happen if Trump does what he did with DC and then the guard there, they are claiming the city is better? That's the whole plan. Yeah. That's what the whole plan is. Propagate it as it's better now, so they can get you used to seeing the military. Once that's in play, hell, it never leaves. And then when a crisis comes up, like a economy collapse or a another cough, now what do you think them people are going to be used for? See, people forgot about the big cough. People forgot about that. I mean, I can never. You know why people forgot about it? Because they was involved in it. You know, they want to forget about it. I wasn't involved, so I can't never forget about it. I didn't. It didn't really affect me any kind of fucking way. The best time of my motherfucking life. That's why I'll never forget it, because it was so. Watching what it did to other people was so fucked up. It was so like, man, it just was so. Even I still think something when I see a mask. It just does something to me. It just does something to me. I don't know. Just brings out like just that evil, you know. But people have forgot about, the cough, the pandemic. They forgot about that shit, you know. And that's why they'll sit there and clap and, yeah, we need them, man, bring them in. And people in Chicago are like, yeah, thankfully, about time. Yeah. People are, you should have saw the right comments on the shit. I was like, fuck, this is bad, man. When you got the people that once were against, now cheering, oh, you in big trouble. And they're looking at all the data like, God damn, we're doing a good job. And you got to take your hat off to them people. They're doing a good job, And there's a flip side to all of this, guys. There's a flip side, you know. And where I'm at with the whole thing is, at this point, I don't even give a fuck. I don't really care. Whatever they're trying to do, guys, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I look at it like this. There's already countries that are already what they want to do here. There's already countries with digital IDs, surveillance everywhere, all that. No guns, no crime, no drugs, none of that shit. Right? And I look at them places like, hell, I want to go visit. I want to go to China. Right? I want to go to Taiwan. I want to go to, some of these places. You know what? Because I've been watching videos where people go over there. I know people that will go over there. And they love it. So I'm like, what if America was like that? No drugs, no guns, right? I'm not saying no guns. Everybody had a gun. Fuck it. No drugs, right? Not no weed, none of that shit. No violence, no theft. Hell, this place wouldn't be that bad. Think about it. I'm like, well, fuck. How long is it going to take them to do this shit? Send me the email. If any of y'all psychopaths listening, send me an email. Let me sign a fucking secrecy agreement. Tell me how long that shit gonna fucking take. And guess what? I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna chill. When y'all get the shit done, I'm gonna come back. Fuck it. That's basically the way I think right now. Cause think about it. They about to do this shit any fucking way. Ain't nobody gonna stop it. They gonna do whatever the fuck they gonna do anyway. All right? But if you look at other places, they ain't gonna do nothing over there. Why? Everything's already in place. Ain't nobody resisting shit. What are they doing? Now, if they go where and say, oh, you got to mandatory have this, man, I'm just talking about them pretending they want to fix crime, get drugs out of here. Hey, go for it. All that other shit y'all talking, I ain't gonna stick around for that either. You know, oh, you gotta do a mandatory vacation, right? You know what I'm talking about, vaccine? Well, then I'm gonna check out of here, right? I'm not gonna do none of that. Whatever y'all telling me to do, no, that ain't gonna happen. But I'm just saying, guys, I'm just hypothetically speaking. But think about it. You know, it is what it is. I'd rather live in a dangerous fucking society the way it is. Hey, everybody should have the right to bear fucking arms. Just like you can carry a firearm now. What are they propagating people now? You know how many fucking videos I got, right? Of people getting their weapon taken. Some just popped up before I went live. A dude was in a corner store, white guy, right? One of them YNs with two other YNs come in the store. They seen he had an open carry firearm. Just went up real quick, boom, and snatched that bitch real quick out of his pocket. I don't know how they got it so fast. Made me think it was like staged for like propaganda or some shit. But it looked straight legit. It was in some kind of store. He just snatched his gun real quick. And they're like, oh, come on. Come on. He's like, come on, man. Don't do that to me, man. No, come on, man. And then he was just pleading, but they left. He goes outside and they unloaded on him. They shot like mad fucking time. He's like, come on, bro. I said, if he said bro or whatever he said. And then they all you heard were shots and everything. It was a weird video. But, you know, there's been these propaganda videos popping up where like people get their guns taken. Coming to my feed because I've been the Florida gun law, open carry law. You know, these fucking devices pick up everything. So I've seen a couple, you know, past few days, like at least 5 or 6 videos pop up my feed. I'm like, look at this shit. They want you to believe that there will be more violence and more victims because now, if there's an open carry, they become a target. Man, come on with that dumbass shit. You ain't gonna get me with that reverse ass, stupid ass psychology. Come on now. More guns, more safe. Texas, I tell you, people do not fuck with people like that in Texas. You hear motherfucking shot, be some crazy shit. But because everybody know a motherfucker gonna have somebody got a gun. All right, somebody's got a gun. I lived in Texas. They didn't even give a fuck. My ex sold and stole my damn. She would have caught major charges in New York. Them motherfuckers ain't even care. Ah, it's just civil. I like she stole fucking the beatest gun in America. Stole it. And another one. They didn't even give 2 shits. They didn't even want to. Damn, this is civil matter. I'm like, what? If it was New York State, shit. So, Texas, everybody got a gun. You know? Bitch think twice about doing shit. So, anyways, shout out to all you guys. That's where it's at. Somebody had the nerve to drop a comment today. Said some stupid shit. Said some stupid shit about yeah, I support this. Oh, in Rochester, there's this guy, Rochester, Y'all probably seen him come on the channel before. But he's been doing like this thank you ice sign. And I don't, I don't agree with the ice shit. But he's been doing this thank you ice sign. And he's been getting on the highway overpass. And it's been getting a lot of attention and a lot of like millions. He's been getting millions of views about it. And the leftist liberal psychopaths have been coming, ripping the signs off, so all kind of shit. But I actually was talking to him before this live stream. But it's been pissing off the liberals, and they've been like going up to the bridge and snatching the shit off, and like shit's been funny as hell, you know. And even though I don't agree with the ice sign, I get up. This is how it's supposed to be. Look, hey, that's what you believe in. I don't rock with it, but I still support. You out? What the fuck? What are you doing? I still, support you going out there doing what you want to do. Yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, on one of the videos, somebody was like, because I'm cool with the guy, but I don't rock out with that ice shit. And I tell him like, look, I ain't left, I ain't right. These people, he knows that, but these people don't. But anyway, they left a comment under a comment that I made. I support this because the Democrats and everything messed up this country, and during the pandemic, they forced me to get, a vaccine route. I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody else beat me to the punch. They're like, nobody forced you to do shit. And I'm like, if you believe they forced you to do some shit that you didn't have to do, I was like, you got your head all the way up your ass. Because nobody forced anything upon anybody. They did not force you. You did that shit willfully. And people be trying to justify, I had to do it for my job. No, you didn't. That was the time you were supposed to be making some real life choices, because them motherfuckers were making real world moves when they did that shit. And when they seen people did not question it, oh man. Did y'all see them motherfuckers at the World Economic Forums and all these world meetings? Them motherfuckers they couldn't believe how they got the Americans, for one, to comply so easy. They already knew that they accelerated everything. It's good, Miss Blink. It's good. Good to see ya. Crazy, man. Motherfucker running around talking about something they made him do it. You were forced. Man, please. Ain't nobody forced you to do that shit. And people forgot that they did all of that, and then they came out and said, living it just like everything else. Crazy. That's when I knew. I said, man, there's no hope. Because they did it all, made all that, man, they just did so much damage. And then they came out and said, just live with it. And you didn't hear a peep from anybody. That's crazy. Nothing. That's crazy. That is crazy. And I can never forget that shit. So, yeah, man, there's just a lot of shit going on, man. But I tell you, when I made the stream last time with them rights and them conservative, it's worse now. It's worse. And they're bottling up religion with this politics. And you know what's crazy, right? Politics, politics is the new religion because long time ago they used to kill and cage people over religion. Or look at now, 2025. They're making it look like you could be either killed or caged for politics, your belief in politics, left or right, right wing, left wing, the Dems, the liberal, crazy. Oh, and then you got right. You have the Michigan governor, right? Had a book said. The book said, "There's a book." So you know all this shit is all connected. She had a book. Gretchen Whitmore, you know that you already know she was a witch. But she has a book, holding the book, talking about Lindy West, the witches are coming. Right? Hold on. And I didn't authenticate this image. Hold on. Lindy West, the witches are coming. That's how you know they playing big, they playing some serious games. Right? You already know what they did to all the witches, right? Back in the days. Yeah, there's the book. The witches are coming. Hold on. It says a controversy. Let's see. Involving West Books, The Witches Are Coming, and Michigan's Governor Whitner occurred in 2021, right? Now I just seen this picture, but this picture resurfaced after this damn Michigan thing, right? And we already know she's in this. You can already know she's some. It's like the New York governor. They all witches and warlocks, high priests. You know, I had a law book before that was the governor of New York. It was like 1960 something, and it was a judiciary citations book, but it said literally right in the front, not for public use, and it says for high priests, governor of New York State. It's somewhere in my house. I did a video about it years ago. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, these people are witches and warlocks, sorcerers, and, you know, that's what they do. You know, and people, you know, also arguing with me because they believe that America was founded on Christian principles when it was not. That was the one thing it was against. It wasn't on Catholic. The founders, all right, for the brief moment in time, when you study the true history of this nation, all right, and it's before the, you know, the Constitution. You go to the Confederacy and all that other shit, right? you get into the age of enlightenment, right? That's when all this stuff was established. For a brief period of time, the collective consciousness came, and it came with this thing of freedom, all right? Free from government, free from religion, free from everything, to live, be free. And that's what the spirit was when it was accepted. Whether people want to believe it or not, it's out there, all right? It's out there. People want to put the tale of, slavery into, oh, slave, they're slave. But they don't understand how commerce worked back then. All right. There was no cars. There was no, shit like that. There was no, there was no dollar bills getting thrown around and nothing like that. Okay. You had agriculture, right, which came after human. I mean, what else could be of value? Right? What else could be a commodity? You already had, the grains, the agriculture, you know, it only could be humans. That's what people don't want to understand. All right. Call it slavery, but even though employee means the same goddamn thing. All right. People don't want to understand that. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that there was a point in time where, we were free, right? And that was without religion, because people want to say, oh, it's based on Christian. No, these people that they believed in deist, right? Deist. They were deists. And they understood what? They would sound just like the shit that we said. The creator, God. We all come from one, right? So those are for the people who think it was built off of Christianity. It wasn't built off no goddamn Christianity. So I don't see the comment, but yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff going on. What else is going on? In the UK, pay attention to what's going on over there. There's a lot going on over the UK. A lot of stuff going on in the United Kingdom, and we already know they run, parallel to each other. Shout out to Mad Time and people from the UK. I forgot. That's why I haven't seen in a long time, man. Oh, what was his name, man? He was from over there, either Australia. I know Mad Time was from Melbourne. And there was another one. Oh, man, who was that? He was always on here. Yeah, I heard about that, Nepal. I heard about that. They didn't overthrow it, but they, it was a lot. It's a lot. But, yeah, man, there's a lot going on. They're just moving the sticks forward, and it's crazy that the thing that sparked me to do the video mostly today was just going back and forth with because that's what happened. This guy I know, doing this stunt on the bridge. He did the videos that been getting millions of views, so my comments getting like so many, my comment, well, because he's talking about thanking ICE, and I'm talking about how dropping the real on what ICE is and stuff like that. And people are, commenting about, oh, you get ignorant, dumbass comments. You got a lot of people that are like, I'm with you on what you just said. you know. But so I've been kind of, you know, back and forth with that, going through all these comments and just seeing like how people are just brainwashed. Because then you got the liberal leftists there, you know, also talking shit. You know, it's like it's literally dead even. There's literally, I'm like, wow, they have this country perfectly divided in two. It's simply unbelievable. It's perfectly divided. Like they could just bring out a talking point topic to the left, boom, you got half the country fighting and divided. You bring the right, boom, you got fighting. But I actually think the right and the conservatives are bigger than the left, Democrat, and liberal, because they're only going to bite in little factions that they're in. See, the conservative and the Republicans are going to bite on everything as a whole, and that's what's even more damn dangerous. See, the liberals, you know, abortion, you know, the earth, guns, you know, women's rights, Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, QSYLTV, you know, they broken up. But this side over here, oh man, that shit is all under one, man. It's either all or nothing, you know? And them motherfuckers will try to put you in a category so bad, you know? But I got a new one today. Guy said this dude, his name is Marcus Williams of Rochester. Cool dude. I've met him a few times, right? But he told this one guy, and he told me this before too. Same thing he told him, he told me. And this is what these people believe. It's like the left. They believe the same thing. You know, the left would call me they would call me a, what the fuck did they call me? They called me a political atheist. They're like, you're a political atheist, but you're still one of them. That's what they used to call me. This side is this is the rhetoric from them. They say it's because you don't believe either side, you don't have any morals. Like, what the fuck? Oh, no, not morals. I'm sorry. Value. Something like that. Said, oh, you don't have any value. So you can't be trusted. So, you know, that's what he told the one guy on the bridge, because they was cool. And then the one guy on the bridge asked them to come out. And he said he doesn't know what his objective is because you're not on this side or that side. So you don't have no values. I'm like, what? I'm like, when I saw that, I was like, this is the same shit he told me. This smart guy, but he wants this fantasy of being some kind of fucking local politician for what I don't know. Really sharp, intelligent guy, but he puts the truth in his back pocket and spit political garbage out. You know? Instead of, it's like putting food in your ass and throwing up out of your mouth. That's what he's doing. He's taking in good, nutritious food and shoving it up his ass and puking garbage out of his mouth. Same shit he's doing. But I was like, damn. So that's the rhetoric that's coming from the right and the fucking conservative is you're not on both sides. You have no value. I said, no, my thing is, nope, I don't got no value because I got morals and principles. Because when you got morals and principles, you create value in anything you do. So it is what it is. I got morals and principles. I ain't gonna shake and break them shits for no fucking body. All right. So that means I'm not gonna get involved with no fucking parties. All right. I'm not gonna get involved with some shit that's outside of myself that ain't about myself. Simple as that. Simple and plain. You know. Exactly. They looking for value, right? And these people be Christians and shit. And when I bring up, okay, go in the Bible, okay, go look at outside value other than God or Jesus. Tell me what your Bible says. All right, you're putting value and faith in other men. Come on, man. You're supposed to respect the government and let government be government. And you dwell in it, not with it. That's how it's supposed to be. Respect it and dwell in it and with it. Right? And it's not really going against government, because I don't go against government. All right? I just don't like shit that the government does. But I'm not against it. I'm probably more for government than all these political motherfuckers because I know that little motherfuckers like the YNs, they ain't right. And I know there's people that don't have morals and principles like I do to create value. So therefore, I need a government to keep them motherfuckers in check. All right? Because they might be a danger to us. All right? In one ways or another. You know? People don't understand that. Oh, you're anti-government. I'm not anti-government. I'm anti-corrupt fucking government. All right? I'm anti-corrupt ass fucking government. Until people can police themselves, we need a government that establish a police force to take care of these motherfuckers that can't take care of themselves. Otherwise, they become a danger to us. And I'm all about freedom and liberty to those who need it. And I figured out what liberty meant, and I really don't rock with the liberty thing no more. I believe in freedom. There's a reason why the Statue of Liberty is in the water and not on land, because freedom could be, because liberty can be taken. All right. That's why the Statue of Liberty is in the fucking water. It ain't on the land. All right, because that's something that's a privilege, right? They grant you liberties. Freedom is what you already got. So I don't really rock out with the liberty shit anymore. So strictly freedom. So yeah, I'm all for government. Fuck, we need these motherfuckers. Who gonna pick up, like I always say, who gonna pick up Tyrone off the fucking block, off the corner? Who gonna put little J-Rock off the corner with his ass laid out, sprawled out with a bullet in him? Who gonna go catch the motherfucker that got the bullet? We ain't ready to police ourselves yet. Some of us are. But until then, we need government. It's like my, favorite quote, justice is the end of government. It forever will be pursued until it be obtained or until liberty be lost in its pursuit. Because they'll take fucking liberty. They're like, fuck it, we're going to take liberty. Y'all motherfuckers can't do it. We'll take liberty away. That's exactly what they're doing. You know? Exactly what they're doing. They're taking liberty because we ain't in justice. Simple as that. And they can't handle the Hall of Justice no more. The Hall of Justice ain't working no more. They're letting because they're not arresting anybody and letting anybody out they're letting everybody out on the streets. Bitch, because they showing you y'all motherfuckers is free. And you can't see that. So, the immoral and non-upright people are fucking it up for all of us. You got people like me out here screaming, trying to wake people up, but the deaf can't hear. So fuck it. It is what it is. They're showing us we're free. Yeah, they're go in the store, steal some, walk out. Nothing we can do. We can't arrest them. They're not committing fucking crimes, man. They're committing violations. Well, theft, that is a crime. They're stealing from fucking corporations, man. They're telling you those corporations ain't actual fucking human beings. Now let the motherfuckers rob from a person. They created a victim. Now they're going to jail. Look at the laws, man. You ain't gonna fool me with the shit. I just say, well, they're using the laws against us now. In their mind, they're like, look, we let them motherfuckers be free. Look, they fucked it up. They can't be free. They're not ready. I don't know how long they had some spiritual contract with something. Who the fuck knows what these psychopaths had? And they're like, well, in 2020, we're gonna pull back and see if the people as a whole can figure it the fuck out. And if they can't, then we got all the right in the world to do as we see fit. And that probably what is going the fuck on, because that reduces the karma that comes along in their life. If these motherfuckers even believe in karma, all right? But I believe they do believe in energy coming back. But sometimes I say, maybe they don't believe in karma because karma was pitched to us, propagated in a different way than the karma actually works. All right? It's totally misconcepted. The original understanding of karma is way different from what we think it is. But because karma is, then that's how the karma will come. But these people, they might be operating on a different understanding. I'm just saying. So that's what I believe they've done because I look at how they've running the criminal system up to the past 3 years. It's kind of like, well, they kind of been operating under common law, right? It's pretty crazy. Pretty fucking crazy. So, shout out to all you guys that's rocking out. It's 11:44. Thought it was later. I appreciate y'all for dropping on in tonight on this beautiful moon day. Even though the moon is still new, facing the other side of whatever reality we live in on. So, I forgot. I didn't even talk about the damn Tylenol. I think I talked about the Tylenol last time. But I just put the MAGA Tylenol because they drinking all the fucking Kool-Aid. That's another thing. I've been going at it with some of these Tylenol crackheads. And the crazy thing about it is, these motherfuckers, the other side is going and overdosing on the shit. I'm like, how much of it is 100% real? But that shit looks real. Like, what happened was the non-believers started just taking Tylenol like crazy, not believing it, getting sick and shit. You don't really get liver fucking damage from that shit. Like, that's crazy. Like, we don't believe it, so we're gonna go overdose with the shit. I mean, I know some of y'all probably heard that shit, but I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. If people are doing that, this is like the toilet paper shit with COVID. Like, Trump comes out and says that. People don't like him so much they just start going ODing on town. I'm like, what? They probably sit back like, look, guys, I got a new plan. This fucking shit's fucking easy. I just said Tylenol. We got 100,000 people that went and took Tylenol, almost killed them fucking selves. I'm gonna say fentanyl. And we could wipe out a whole fucking population. We wouldn't even have to do anything. Oh my fucking! I'm telling you, we probably give them fucking ideas, man. Remember this is how you know we give them ideas. Remember back during the pandemic when they were playing mask games with us, they were like they put 2 out there. People started wearing fucking 2. Then they said 3. People started wearing 3. Then I'll never forget, those motherfuckers came out and said, we're going to make it in between bites. Gavin Newsom said, we're probably going to make you wear a mask when you eat in between bites. And they came on and tried to demonstrate on the news how they fucking made people eat with a fucking mask on, man. And people started doing that shit, guys. And then the ultimate that we still see every fucking day, riding in the car alone. They couldn't even believe that shit. They're like, look, seriously, come on, eat between bites, we get it. But driving alone in a fucking car by yourself, that's a new level of psychopathy. Some of us, we did good on this, so they probably were high-fiving, jacking off on each other, doing all kind of wicked shit because they couldn't believe the shit that they got people to do. Seriously, people are still riding around alone, alone with fucking mask on, and and they're riding around with the fucking paper mask that they came out and said don't do shit. Wear a KN95 or an N95. And these motherfuckers are still riding around alone with a paper mask on, guys. That's sad, man. That's fucking sad. Sorry, I can't see the comments, but oh, y'all talking to Space Troll? Shit, good luck with that one. They still riding around with a fucking mask on, man. Alone, man. Like I never understood it when the shit was happening. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? I was never. There was no way I was ever getting on board with the mask shit, man. There was no way I was ever gonna get on board with that shit. That was a no-no from the fucking start. Like, what the fuck? Some people grab the bitch like, no problem here. I'm gonna wear that motherfucker. Me, I found every reason not to. Every reason to do the opposite. Then I came out with the neochrome fucking face shield. That shit was dope as fuck. Hide the whole face. They ain't like that. I actually wore that shit to court. A full face shield to court. Couldn't say shit. Big man, take off your mask. No, I don't feel safe. That was fucked up. Then they told me wasn't coming in no more. It was all fucking virtual shit. Yeah. Crazy, man. Yep, they got away with that one. Fucking crazy, man. And the fucking people still asleep at the wheel, man. That's the mind-boggling part, man. I mean, I ain't even go through it like most people, but how the fuck you go through all that and forget about it? And that's what I try to tell some of these righties. I call them righties. You know, they want to call them leftists. I call these motherfuckers righties. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all forgot who was here that was doing all this shit. Like, what? Like, literally, bitch, he was that was the guy. Right? Y'all remember, they think it was all the Dems. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all forgot he started the whole shit. I remember watching all the fucking COVID briefings with the motherfucker. Like, never forget, he said, yeah, I couldn't believe we got the Americans to comply. Like, he slipped up and said that shit. He kind of like mumbled it while they motherfucking other people were talking on stage and shit, gaslighting everybody. That was fucking crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, people forgot that their guy that's here now was the one, the granddaddy of it all. Which is crazy, man. Like, you know, and they're like, I'm like, okay. And I told the one person, right, today, they're talking about all this shit, right? I'm like, have y'all looked around this country? I said, everything is fucking expensive. Vegas is begging motherfuckers to come there. Disney is fucking empty. All right. The only fucking thing you got is fucking cheaper gas and fucking eggs. Cheaper eggs. Everything else, goddammit, is fucking expensive. I don't drink milk, so I don't know how the fuck much milk costs. I only know eggs is cheap because everybody say they fucking cheap, so I say they cheap. If I looked, fuck no. But apparently people buying eggs, so I don't hear people complaining. So the only fucking thing you got to cheer about, and I asked, I said, can you let me know what's better? All right, if you think it's different, he's the fucking God savior, right? What the fuck is different? That motherfucker still ain't answered a goddamn comment. I had another motherfucker delete the goddamn comment. I'm like, they done deleted the comment and they comment on my comment. You know? And they're doing all the leftist shit. The righties are doing all the leftist shit, and it's crazy. And they get ducking and dodging and hiding, you know, because I got archives. I pull out. When I see the same rhetoric, I said, look at this. I got the archives. Let me pull this out the archive. I snapshot a comment in a fucking minute. Because I know in the future, it's going to be useful. That's exactly what I did. So I had somebody said, I forgot the exact words what it said. I'm like, damn, it sounded like the mother. Went to the archive, sure enough, and I showed him, look what you sound like. You said the exact same fucking thing to me that they said, and you tell me y'all not under the same fucking energy. And they fucking deleted the whole comment, shit, ducked and ran. I'm like, that's exactly what they did. They would delete comments, run and hide. It's just, I cannot believe this shit, man. I mean, even when you call it out, but when you see it, it's like, what the fuck? Crazy, man. Who's ST? He forgives us. Don't think ST has ever talked about the topic. Oh, Space Troll? We talking about ST? I don't know what's going on. If you ever open your mouth, then you will see the creator sees all the time. Spirit never. So, yeah, man. Yeah, they don't understand. So yeah, I really haven't looked at much of Portland, but I did see that, they're saying that, they got troops in fucking Oregon, but I know they said ICE is in Chicago, but I'm like, oh, that's not, they saying it's ICE, but ICE don't march around like that, like a fucking parade, all right, and patrol downtown. Them motherfuckers are covertly in fucking unmarked vehicles with masks on, jumping out on fucking counter height motherfuckers, you know, practicing extractions for U.S. citizens. They ain't snatching up no YNs because they gonna have a big problem with them YNs. I'm just saying, you know, like this shit. The government know these motherfuckers know what they doing because if you go to the hood, don't understand propaganda. The hood don't understand left, right. The hood don't know what the fuck a liberal is. These YNs don't know what the fuck a fucking Democrat or Republican is. They just heard the shit. They don't know what the fuck is going on outside of their hood, okay? They know hip hop, fucking trap, rap, whatever the fuck they be talking, killing each other and shit, selling, that's the world they in. So when them motherfuckers see tanks and shit rolling around, guess what they're gonna ding, ding, ding. They got 5-star GTA time. All right. And when now you got young niggas, all right, in a gun battle with military, that's a fucking huge problem. All right. I'm just saying. So they're treading very lightly on what the fuck's going down. All right. Which would be really interesting for a person like me to observe. Okay. If they say, oh look, all right, we're gonna go fucking into the inner cities of Chicago and we're gonna go after the gangs and see how well that goes because those gangs got y'all ever seen them motherfuckers? They got guns on top of guns on top of guns, courtesy of the federal government, dropping crates of guns off in the fucking hood. All right. That will be interesting to fucking see. All right. You better believe there's going to be shots fired. And when the military shoots and kills a 13 or 14-year-old, look out, Susie. That's a problem. You know, I'm just saying. Because those little motherfuckers are going to shoot. Because they're going to think, oh, shit, this is cool. They're going to be streaming the shit. They're going to be on Insta-fucking-gram. They're going to be like, oh, we GTA 5 started pop out on these fools. Hey, I'm just saying, who the fuck knows what they created in the inner cities? I'm just saying. It might be some shit totally unexpected, all right, that you see coming out of the fucking hoods. Because there's a lot of them motherfuckers. And they all got guns. unless they're gonna do some shit like they be doing, at night. They know them little motherfuckers go to bed and go snatch their little asses up covertly. But there's a lot of, shit, a motherfucker. It's a different mentality, man. When a bitch don't know what the fuck about a politic, they don't know what the fuck a politic is. They don't know what the fuck you talking about. They say, man, what the fuck you talking about? You talking about the ops. Shit, they think they the ops. Hey, we're gonna drop on the ops. So they know what the fuck they doing. I'm just saying. These motherfuckers, you see these motherfuckers ransack, 100 of them motherfuckers run up in the store, the bitch empty in 20 seconds. Yeah, that ain't some shit that no ICE agents is prepared for. I'm sorry. That motherfucker like, yo, we about to band together, man. Yo, we gotta get that. You see that shit? They got cars on top of cars, guns on top of guns. That shit's a problem. It's gonna be some kind of battle with that shit. All right. And they not ready for that shit. That ICE ain't ready for that. ICE gotta go home to their fucking family. They gotta work shifts. You forgot. This ain't no military where they camp the fuck out and they got a fucking brigade and shit and they ain't got none of that shit. Where the motherfuckers staying on site in a Walmart parking lot or some shit. Boom, military command center. Shit. That's the type of shit they're gonna have to do, a straight military op if they're gonna go into the, that's the shit. First thing I thought, like, man, how they gonna fucking get a hold of this crime with some damn ICE agents? And you got people that don't like the ICE agents already? Fuck you talking about? Them motherfuckers, you bring more military might, and they're up in the ante. This is not a good situation for nobody. Fucking ICE agents they ain't gonna work a triple. They gonna get tired and go home. They ain't the military. But them bitches like, yo, fuck it, we gonna pitch a tent right here. You'll have a real you can't say a civil war because them motherfuckers ain't civil. That is an uncivil war. The criminals ain't civil, so that can't be. This is some new shit. What do they call them shits then? Guerrillas. I don't know, guerrilla warfare or some shit? Urban warfare? So I don't know how they're gonna try to get then check, you're gonna take out the drug lords and the drug game and all that other shit. It's a different day, man. There's no value in life. Before, a motherfucker think twice. Now, they ain't got no value in life. And with this whole military, this is new. And for them, that's kind of like a game. All they fucking play is Call of Duty, GTA. That's a game. This shit is a game to them. You see how them motherfuckers be shooting at each other? I'll never see that many goddamn bullets. It sounds like a war zone. And they don't even get hit. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand the shit that I be seeing. These young YNs. Them motherfuckers be still shooting. You'll hear a fucking 100 rounds and not one person gets hit. And motherfuckers crash total Kias, hop out running. I don't get it. And I'm talking about car flip 4 or 5 fucking times, motherfucker flip out. Some niggas, some people, they don't make it, but a lot of these motherfuckers get up running out of the damn shit. So, yeah, I don't know how they gonna try to stop that shit. Because once they start, then what? You got an entire fucking generation that already don't fuck with authority. Like, they don't care about cops. You think for once they're gonna care about a goddamn mill? They're gonna think the shit's cool. fuck you're dealing with a certain energy, man. You're dealing with something that I don't think, you know, they're prepared for. Because they don't give a fuck about the police, so why would they care about some military shit? That I think that'll just make them be more violent. So, them motherfuckers, you ever see them at the fair? Shit. I don't know where they come from, but once the sun go down, good God Almighty, priests come out at night. It'd be like 1,000 of them, and you don't need. They just be doing shit. They move like a fucking school of fish, and then all of a sudden they move the other way. Them motherfuckers like it's such the weirdest shit ever, man. Weird as hell. Crazy. But what else? What else we got? What else do we have? Mm, trying to think what else we got. What else is going on? What else is going on, y'all? What else is going on? I'm trying to think. Uh, something else that I wanted to touch on. Trying to think. Trying to think. Something else I wanted to touch on. I'm drawing a blank. Drawing a big fat blank. Shit. I don't know. It'll come back. It'll come back to me. So shout out to all you guys for tuning in. Fort Lauderdale was nice. Yeah, shit is nice here. It's nice everywhere. It is nice everywhere. And that's where you're at, Fort Lauderdale? That's what's up. Fort Lauderdale is nice. It's nice everywhere, man. Oh, man. It's been one hell of a stretch of nice weather in upstate New York, I'll tell you that much. Can't believe it. Never been this sunny, Sorry about that. My phone died. What are you smoking? Yeah, he's just high on life. Y'all can hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me back. Let me know if you can hear me now. If I come in clear. Oh, the phone died. I meant to charge it, but I didn't charge it. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me clear, or is it like before, loud and clear? Okay, perfect. All right, what the hell I was talking about before the phone died. I don't even know. But I was shouting all y'all guys out for tuning in on this late Monday. Or depending on if you're on the West Coast, it's actually early. It's only 9 o'clock. Or is it 9 o'clock? 3 hours? Yeah, 9 o'clock. It's crazy. It's 9 o'clock in the West Coast. Did you know Israel had the biggest research on Earth of marijuana use? Yeah. I bet you they did. I bet you they did. A lot of people smoke. I mean, to each his own. But y'all know my take on the shit. But I wonder where crack went. Where the hell did crack go? Where did crack fucking cocaine go? Because apparently don't exist anymore in the United States. Definitely not in Rochester, New York. There is no fucking crack in Rochester, New York. I wouldn't know, and I don't smoke crack, but I know a lot of motherfuckers I see on the street that's smoking crack. I ask the motherfucker. They always begging for money. I ask them. They say, man, there's been no crack. I'm like, shit. He's like, there's no heroin, there's no crack. He's like, there's no cocaine in the city. He's like, they're lacing the fucking weed with this fucking fentanyl. And that's they say, don't buy no fucking weed from on the streets. I'm like, these motherfuckers are slick as a bitch. And, you know, the average person didn't get that stuff off the streets. That's crazy. I gotta do a video. I'm gonna do a ride around video and talk to some of the junkies. I'm gonna do that this week, man. It's been a long time. I'm gonna show y'all how fucked up Rochester is. Like, you're gonna be like, God damn, we knew it was fucked up before, but this shit is fucked up. It's bad, man. I'll go on a warm day so y'all can see this shit. Go right around like 7, 8 o'clock where it's like peak fucked upness hour. Like, that's when the shit just, you be like, what the hell just happened? You know? So, well, that's what you want. You want the weaker stuff. Because if the shit with the high THC is the one that fucks up your mind, that's the worst. That's what people don't understand, you know? It's the THC levels. You know, they got them bitches hovering around 25 and 35%. That ain't what you're supposed to be getting, you know? And that's coming from a different style plant at that, not the original. You know, people don't like when I talk about weed because there'd be a lot of weed smokers. They're like, no, they like turn liberal all of a sudden. No, fuck you, nah, you don't smoke, you don't know shit. I'm like, well, everything I tell you, go find it for your fucking self. You know, that's why everywhere they put it, it turns the motherfucking liberal. Liberal as a motherfucker. And docile fucking people, you know, just is what it is, man. And I grew up around weed from my mom. You know, I grew up with that shit. And all my friends smoke weed. So I mean, I can't be a weed specialist, you know. Because the selling points is how strong it is, and that is the shit that your body does not need, you know? So, and they all fucking female plant. They call it female plant. You know, that's what they all are. And then you say, where's the sticks? Where's the seeds? You know? Where's the sticks and seeds at? I remember, shit, my mom grew a motherfucking plant. That nice looking plant. Just like the picture. Now, shit. But, yeah, whatever. But yeah, man, that fentanyl, woo. That is crazy, man. The fentanyl is no joke. That's sad what the fentanyl is doing on the streets. You know? Super sad. That is sad. And then the people that sell that shit, man, that's fucked up. Because they gotta see, you know, that shit. You know, they gotta see it. Crack, them motherfuckers ain't never need no Narcan for no crack. Motherfuckers smoke crack all day. Them motherfuckers still be alive, man. Crack is, crack. That shit like weed now. Shit. That shit is like weed. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna ride around. I'm gonna find some of them. I'm like, yo, man, like, so what's on the streets, man? Just so y'all can get first fucking hand. You know, like, yo, what is this on the street? Where's the crack at? Can y'all even find crack out here? They gonna tell you no, because I've already asked them. You know, and I see the one guy, the smile sign. Just give a smile. Damn, he looked getting worse and worse, man. I'm like, man, I can't get off of it. You know, it's like I just feel like I'm gonna die if I don't have it. And that's what they are. They're all running from the fear of feeling like they're gonna die without it. That's why they keep doing it. Fucked up, man. Crazy. It is crazy. And then they freaking the one guy. That's what I wanted to tell y'all the last live stream. Fuck, man. In Rochester, man, he was like, yo, I think I did tell y'all that. Yeah, I told you guys that. No, did I tell you? I told somebody. But anyways, if I didn't tell y'all, shit, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Well, the one guy, he's always at the same fucking corner. He always got a sign that says smile. And I always give him, a couple bucks here and there. Real good guy, man. But he was like, yo, man. He was like, they branded me. And he pulled up his arm and I seen like this shit. Like fucking burned. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, they told me that if I go anywhere else, they'll fucking kill me. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I said, wait, so they're branding me? He's like, yeah, they're branding us now. Like, we can only come to them for the stuff. If we go anywhere else, they are told that, between the dope dealers, like, they check it like this. So I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, they call me that I'm their property now. I'm like, what? And I noticed like some of them are like, some of them that got branded. I was like, damn. I was like, is this why a lot of them are people are bandaged up? He was like, yeah. He's like, some people they're not healing. I'm like, yo, that's why I've seen everybody wearing fucking bandages now. He's like, yeah. He's like, when we if we like somebody fucks up the money, because man, this dude, I ask questions. I don't give a fuck. I ask anything, you know. But he was like, he's like, yeah, if something happens and we don't, if we fuck up, or so he said, if we fuck up, he's like, you know, they fucking torture them, like, you know, they abuse them. And I'm like, I mean, they've always done that to people anyway. I mean, beat them up for you know, they might give them counter. They'll do anything to get a fucking hit. They don't care, you know. But it is sad, man. It truly is sad. But I couldn't believe they're branding them. I'm like, what? It's fucked up. I'm gonna do a ride around just to show you guys, man. I'll do a ride along, and I just video, stop, talk. I'll stop and talk to them, and I'll just show you how fucked up it is, man. It is so bad. Like, it's bad. And there's so many people living like in the streets, like, man. Rochester ain't big either. Rochester's small. You know, but and people are mostly like desensitized to it, used to it. I've just never been a person to get used to fucked upness, you know? I always look at it like, I see homeless people everywhere I go. But every time I see a homeless person, I don't think the same thing about homeless people, you know? You know, some people, it's like, you know, I see it just breaks my damn heart. Like, man, you know, it's crazy. It's sad. It's sad, man. And, you know, that's one thing I do. I wish they would fucking get rid of drugs. You know? I wish they would, because it just fucks up everything. It's sad, man. A lot of people get on it through pharmaceuticals, man. That's how the guy that I'm talking about got on it. It was from back pain, and he was given like all the fucking opioids for the back pain, and got to a point where that shit, he needed stronger shit. The next thing you know, he's fucking on heroin, and then they removed heroin off the street, so he's on fentanyl. Crazy. And one of my good friends, his brother, yeah, I've told stories about him over the years, but his brother is all messed up, bad kidneys, need dialysis, and barely can walk. When he off the shit, when he do the fentanyl, that motherfucker running you wouldn't know nothing was wrong with him, but when he's off of it, that motherfucker walk like he's 90 years old. Unbelievable. And then the motherfuckers be losing limbs and all kind of shit, fingers and toes and foot. I'm like, shit. Man, that shit is no joke, man. It's the true zombie drug. You know, I live in LA County area, and I can tell you that it's getting worse and worse. Yeah, man. Fucking that fentanyl rolled in within the past 4 years, man. That what they let me see. Ever since they took over Afghanistan, you know, that's still dead. Ever since they took over Afghanistan, that's what we got. It's crazy. Took over Afghanistan, And they want to take, yeah, China manufacturing the drug, man, get out of here. In the same token, they got a deal with China to combat fentanyl. You know, meaning China basically tries to regulate, you know, where it sends its shit, but China's told it like it is. Hey, shit, we sell products, chemicals. All right, what people do with those once it leaves our fucking shores, it ain't got shit to do with us. You know, if people putting that shit together and making it, that's on them. That ain't on us. We don't manufacture drugs. Drugs are illegal. Banned. You get caught high in that motherfucker, you in some big trouble. You know? Crazy. They ain't fucking around. Because they already went through this. They already went through an opioid. The same fucking Europeans destroyed, you know, the old culture. Anybody go look that shit up? You know? The Chinese people know exactly what the fuck it is. That happened about 200 years ago. 200 or 150 years ago. Or, you know, what, or 100 years ago. I don't know, longer than 100. Back in the 1800s, that shit happened. The opioids. So yeah, you know, like I told the Trumpettes and the righties, switching back, that's what I was talking about. You know, what do they got to clap about? Let's make it America great again. Ice, ice, fucking eggs, ice, eggs, and fucking gas. What a combination. Unbelievable. Ice, that don't do shit for us. That isn't. What is ice doing for us? All right. Ice ain't doing shit for us. All that is generating funds and money for the ice ages, because people don't understand that is money, all right, that they're getting, okay? And they're making even more money because they're getting more funding because you want it, so they're getting more on top of more on top of more on top of more on something they created, all right? So they can fund whatever the fuck they're gonna fund because they make money. And then when that immigrant, because most of them, they're not deporting them, guys. I mean, that's just a bunch of hogwash. They're putting them on paper, right? That's why they're called aliens, illegal aliens, because there's no lien on them. So when they get them, they put a lien on them. Then they become an alien. So it's what it's all about. Just like people don't know you're a resident alien when you're a citizen. You're a resident alien. That's why you're a resident. Oh, what's your residence? They're telling you you're a resident alien. They're not going to give you the alien, but you're a resident with a lien on you. That means somebody's got papers on you. You got a birth certificate, a social security number. All right, therefore, you are under the Social Security Administration. That means they have the bag on you. You're a resident aliener. You have a lien on you. Simple stuff. No different than a fucking car title with a lien on it. Simple. You're born in this hospital. Oh, that's a state hospital. Oh, there's your lien on your title. You know? State. Who's got a state? Who's got the lien on? You can't put lien on people. Oh, yeah, okay. You don't think so? What do you think Social Security is for? When you break down somebody's Social Security, it'll blow your fucking mind. It's 12:30. I think I'm gonna get ready to wrap it on up. Space Trolls took it over my chat. I don't know what's going on. Some saved me. Some saved me here, the future selves. You ever did magic mushrooms? But yeah, guys, I'm about to get up off here. Sorry for the beeping noise. Yeah, I'm about to get up off here. It's good, child of light. From Denmark. Yeah, that's what's up. I know Denmark is a hell of a lot better than the United States. The United States, man, when you really look at it, man, this is a dangerous ass country, man. To have such a police and a surveillance state, and god damn, this is a dangerous ass fucking place. When you think about it. People's mental state, you know, you think about the hood, like you can't even fucking, you know, you can't even go inside of some areas in the United States, man. Think about that shit. I bet you like in Denmark, shit, you can go any fucking where, you know. Think about that shit. There's some countries, yeah, you can go to like Iran or some shit. But, you know, I bet you they don't got nowhere you can't go, and it's like super dangerous except for like if there's some kind of war going on or some shit. But then again, is it that dangerous? Unless fucking United States or somebody dropping a fucking bomb. I mean, shit, I think United States is the fucking dangerous. Anything that has to do with the United States is dangerous. You know, because when you look at other countries, man, like, you know, I mean, you know, we already know what they did to South America. So you go down to South America, it's some dangerous ass place that's worse than the United States, of course. But then you just say, wait a minute, it might be the same now. Shit, it's parts of the motherfucking down there, Nicaragua. Shit. Some Salvador, Brazil. Boy, them motherfuckers ain't fucking around. So they're in survival mode though. Crazy. El Salvador. Yeah, my son's got a friend that's from family from El Salvador. El Salvador. You gotta say, you can't say El Salvador, you gotta say El Salvador. El Salvador. But it's some, you know, it's gotten better since the motherfucking bugle fucking future Donald Trump plan where they rounded up fucking everybody and the people clapping and cheering for it. Meanwhile, you got innocent people inside the motherfucker that were, you know, political activists or against, you know, the government doing certain shit, were caught up in there. You know? Crazy. Crazy. But I still do like, you know, South America, Southern Mexico. Yeah. Wish the United States, the people would get their head out of their fucking ass. From everybody. They got everywhere covered. The cops programmed. The people are programmed. I think anywhere you go, the cops fucking program. To a certain degree. But yeah, that's about it for me. I'm about to get up off here. So, much love to all you guys. And I'm out.
So, when you hear me speak and the things I say, I'm speaking to my people.
If you ask me, I'll tell you what is wrong with the world. We're being desensitized from the things we should feel. Living our lives in these times while we suffer inside, and we can't see the problems because the masses are blind. Let's try and find a solution. We're not helping ourselves. We're walking around unattached and disconnected from self. Too comfortable and too scared. That's why we never rebel. That's why we catch me writing rhymes and trying to balance the scales. Put car on the roads. It seems like Dawn of the Dead. Zombies, robots, lemons being misled. It's like we're sheep to the slaughterhouse on the conveyor belt, about to self-destruct because we're under a spell. We search for purpose, but nothing ever surfaces. We need to be accountable because we're deserving this. Alarm bells are ringing, but it's like you refuse to wake up. Subconsciously you're hitting on the snooze. It's just another day in this world while we're living under the spell. When you travel through realms, just make sure you prevail. Elevate for yourself. You need to stop sleepwalking. We're blinded by the rubbish and glamorized materials. Imperialism has got us fearing rules. I'm tired of these rappers rapping about their cars and jewels. If you take a step back, they will define buffoons. The saddest thing is that they're in the minds of all the children. They keep our money motivated and that's how they kill them. But do we care? No. Young money's here. That's why I aim this 2 inches above your earlobe, so we can all start pulling in the same direction. Cause it seems to me like we've lost that connection. Man, you've sold your soul, so you show no affection. Get to know yourself and love your reflection. It's like your brain's a phone and you got no reception. Arm your mind with knowledge, use it as a weapon. Alarm bells are ringing, but it's like you refuse to wake up. Subconsciously you're hitting on the snooze. It's just another day in this world while we're living under the spell. When you travel through realms, just make sure you prevail. Elevate for yourself. You need to stop sleepwalking.
There has to be some accountability. You have to have some self-account. You have to say for yourself, what am I going to do that's right for me, man? When am I going to take ownership for what I do to me and my people?